Hello, BBs. It is I, Pallas Athena, god of wisdom, warfare, handicraft, guardian of heroes, protector of Athens, and of course, the most baby girl in all of Mythos. Hello, how are you? How is everybody doing? How are you? Hello, hi. Today, we are going to be getting into your fictional spouses. I put mostly husbandos in the thumbnail because, like, yeah, that's kind of our vibe. But of course, there's gonna be some waifus and some beautiful in-betweens as well that pop up here and there. But we do be standing our fictional man. So, yeah, we're going to be going through all of the BBs, well, not all of the BBs, but a majority of the BBs' fictional spouses and judging them on their taste. And it's sure to be a good time where nobody gets mad or upset. And of course, before we get into all that, I do want to quickly remind everybody, After Midnight collab. We are, Mythos is collabing with After Midnight to make our first merch. It's my first merch ever, and I'm super excited about it. And if you would like, to get yourself a smelly good, if you'd like to get yourself a candle, there is a specific scent that is specific to myself, that being the Wisp of Wisdom, and it is honey and lavender. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, I think you should check it out, because it'll help you when you're brainstorming. Light that candle and let the old wisdom flow through you, So, yeah. Already ordered? Hey, let's go! I will say, and let me make sure that I'm not talking out my butt. Let me double check that I'm not lying. Hang on. I'm pretty sure that orders are actually backed up, because okay, so, yeah, After Midnight was not prepped for how hard y'all were gonna swing to the fences. So yeah, After Midnight tweets out saying there will be a few delays this week with production of the Mythos candles, as we were not expecting the volume of orders received. We will be working and getting on jars and oils this week, and we apologize ahead of time due to it. We are also working on finding new oil suppliers, as one of our main suppliers had a price hike. You can guess why. But yes, so first of all, shout out After Midnight candles, because they are unbelievably unbelievably great. I'm so happy that they offered to do this with us. I'm so excited. And I think that it's a good problem to have. You know, it's a good problem to have. And to the After Midnight crew, once again, a big thank you. And thank you to the BBs as well for buying a whole bunch of candles. Thank you so much, and I hope that they serve you well. Ko, thank you for the sub. Welcome in to the BBs. But yes, lots of cool stuff to get into today. Before we do, as always, I like to start these videos off by doing a little bit of just chatting, checking in with the BBs, and yes, this is mostly so that everybody who wants to see this has time to shuffle in to see what I think of their favorites. So we're gonna you know, meander a little bit in the beginning just to kind of chit chat a little bit before we dive into the husbando, waifu, beautiful in-betweens judging in a little bit. We want to improve our bird brains. Yes, the bird brains. The BBs must expand the mind. We do love a bit of yapping, though. That's true. And I want to start with something that I'm so excited about. I'm so excited. So before we begin, I have to talk about this. Okay. Tron Ares dropped they dropped the trailer for Tron Ares. I am such a big fan of Tron. It is like my favorite thing that Disney does outside of Kingdom Hearts, although I don't really count Kingdom Hearts as a solely Disney thing. Even though Disney is obviously a huge part of Kingdom Hearts, it's also Square. So that's kind of, Kingdom Hearts is kind of its own thing. But Tron, I adore Tron. I'm so excited about, first of all, the original Tron. Is it a little cheese? Is it a little cheesy? Why, yes. But that's what makes it wonderful. That's what makes it fantastic. The cheese is c'est magnifique, immaculate. And then we get one of my favorite movies of all time. We get Tron Legacy. Like, decades later, we get Tron Legacy, and oh my god! Tron Legacy. Just fantastic. Just change the mood, alter the vibe. Change the mood, alter the vibe. Electrify the boys and girls if you'd be so kind. And it's Daft Punk on the soundtrack, and it's the best, you know? Just fantastic. I need to open streams with electrify the boys and girls if you'd be so kind. You know, I gotta open with that. Because, goddamn, Zeus in that, or sorry, Suze, not Zeus, Suze in that movie. C'est magnifique, that's motherfucking Aro from Twilight. You know? That's the GOAT right there. And then, I forget the name of the gentleman who plays Sam, but I love Sam. I think Sam's a great character. Obviously, you get Flynn. Continuing on from the other movies, you get Clue 2, Tron himself, the GOAT, who, by the way, is voiced by the same guy from... Tron, in the films, is also the same guy who voices Tron in Kingdom Hearts, because that's the dedication to the craft. That said, they did take so long to make the third movie that he does no longer have any interest in doing Tron, but you know what? He put in a good shift, okay? He put in his shift, you know? So... it's understandable, it's respectable. And the release of it reminded me that there's been two projects that I have had on my back burner for a long time that I am finally gonna get around to. The first is Tron Uprising, which is an animated series on Disney Plus, I believe, that takes place between 1 and 2. It did get canceled, so I don't think we're ever gonna see what happens to Beck, the main character in that. But Beck is played by Elijah Wood, and Mandy Moore is in it as well, and she plays a hottie hot program. And that's because Mandy Moore is hottie hot. But, yes. Yeah, Elijah Wood plays Beck. Beck is super cool. It's about what's going on with Tron. Before spoilers, he becomes a Rinsler in Legacy. And then in the new one is a sequel. It does take place after after Legacy, but it is not a direct follow-up. So I do not expect to see, like, any of the characters from Legacy reappear. Like, I'm not expecting Sam and, I'm bad with names. I forget my girl. Olivia Wilde's character. I can't remember her name, but she's cool as shit. But she will not be there in the new one. Instead, the new one is Jared Leto. But that's okay. You know, Jared Leto is also in you know, some cool stuff too. So he is a good actor. So, like, you know, he was just, you know, he just happens to be a little full of himself and a little bit much. But I am still excited because I did see some people be like, ugh, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? Is it just, because if you haven't seen the trailer, I'm about to spoil the trailer. Is it just this? Are we really going to the real world? Fake fan! Fake fan. Fake fan, okay? Yes, a lot of franchises are doing the, like, oh, it's this character in the real world, you know? Like, I get it. Here's the thing, though. Tron Legacy was about stopping Clue from doing what is happening in the third movie. So we did stop Clue, but it's not that we stopped him, we delayed Clue. So there's something going, I don't know if it's necessarily Clue or, like, what's going on, but we see, like, the, I forget what these ships are called, like, it starts with an R, I don't remember, like, the floating ships, like, with, like, the little twin leg things, they're so cool, and we see one of them, like, peer through, like, it's like, brum, and it, like, appears from behind a building, and I'm like, oh my god! And we see the light cycles on a real road, and it cuts a police car in half. Ah! It's gonna be so good. And we do hear Flynn, which makes me, like, curious, because I'm seeing people be like, Flynn? But how? I don't think it's Flynn. I don't think it's Flynn. I think it's Clue. I think it's Clue. I think Clue made a backup. I think Clue made a copy of himself. I think that's not Flynn at all. I think it's Clue. That's my guess. I think it's Clue. And yeah, I am very excited. I don't know if we're gonna have Cillian Murphy or the dude who plays Sam, like, come back. Again, I'm not really expecting anybody. If you don't know, Cillian Murphy plays Dillinger Jr. Dillinger is the main villain in the first movie. Well, technically, he's not the main villain. He's, like, being puppeted by the main villain, which is the MCP with the Master Control Program. But that's kind of beside the point. Cillian Murphy is in Tron Legacy. He plays Dillinger Jr. But yeah, like, so that is gonna be a whole thing, and I am so excited. Oh, and the music. Okay, so a big thing for me in Tron is the music, right? The music is dope. Like, in Legacy, it's Daft Punk, and I am a huge Daft Punk guy, right? I love Daft Punk. Like, Discovery is one of the best things to ever happen. One of the greatest things mortals have ever created. And I was, like, a little hesitant, because if you don't know, Daft Punk no longer together. The band did split, so I was like, okay, who's doing the music for Tron Ares? 9 Inch Nails. Ah! Now that is an immaculate pick. Also, when the Tron logo shows up and it's like, and it's like all glitchy, I'm like, yo, this is giving cyberpunk. And I need you to know that, like, I've seen some people be like, oh, but it's just trying to ride off the coattails of cyberpunk, right? Like, it's just cyberpunk. Motherfucker. Like, I need you to know, first of all, cyberpunk is a cool-ass aesthetic, okay? Just talk to the Noctix boys, all right? They know. Those boys know, right? Cyberpunk is the way. But also, Tron was out here doing, like, techno future shit way before, right? Like, way before Cyberpunk 2077, okay? So, like, I know that y'all love Cyberpunk 2077. I get that. You get that. We all get that. But Tron taking elements of Cyberpunk and putting it into the series, into the next film in the franchise is, like, so brilliant, right? I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Also, it's named after my twin. So how could I be upset about that, you know? If we get something good, then thank God they're following Cyberpunk. That's what I mean. Like, it's a good thing. Cyberpunk is cool. Yeah, exactly. Cyberpunk's cool. Why would anybody be upset about Cyberpunk? Tron is super old and it's all techno shit. It's all so Tron came out. When did the first Tron come out? 79. 79? Hang on. Let me Google that. I forget when the first Tron came out. It is cheese, but I still recommend watching it because it's the good kind of cheese. Tron movie. When did the first Tron movie come out? Was it 79? Or because I know like parts of the story take place. No, so it was 82. So the first Tron movie comes out in 82. But a lot of its like initial story takes place in the late 70s, like when they're first building the grid. Which is used by the grid that NCOM uses. And then later in Legacy, it's a different grid. People don't know that. It's not the same grid. It's a different grid in Legacy. That's Flynn's grid, right? CGI barely existed when Tron came out. Yeah, that was a whole time. It was craziness. It was a technical marvel. It was. And you know what else too? Everybody in Tron is hot. Everybody in Tron is hot. Like, you can't tell me that early era Jeff Bridges did not have it going on, okay? You cannot deny me this fact. Also, the guy who plays Sam, super fine. Olivia Wilde is super fine in everything she's ever been in. The one program, I forget her name, like the one program with the blonde hair who brings Sam to Suze later on, oh my god, she is so fine. Suze himself is crazy wacky and I'm here for it. It's true. I agree with Tree. It's, yeah, the whole franchise is great. Love it. The idea of what are they? The IOs, which is like the beings who came from the net, like who came from the grid itself. Like they were not created by, like, because all programs are created by users like you and I, right? So like all programs are created by users. So users are like us. We are seen as the gods of these programs, right? So you guys get to be gods. Isn't that fun, right? I am regularly a god because I am, as you know, the god of wisdom, warfare, and handicraft. But you guys get to be gods, right? Mozart, shush, no. But the IOs, right? Like they just showed up from the grid, like from Flynn's grid. They just showed up one day in like the ocean of, I forget what they call it, like the ocean of something, right? And like they appear and they are kind of an anomaly. They're not supposed to be there, right? So they don't see the users quite the same way. That is so cool. I am here for it. So sorry, Athena. No, don't be sorry, Mozart. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, it's love it. So excited. Can't wait. Grabbing a pen. Can't wait. Cannot wait. I am so excited. There is a good chance that I'm going to be screaming about Tron for like the next few months, all the way up to October, and then likely a little bit after October, until eventually the hype then subsides and leaves my body. But maybe some Tron content I would like to do, you know, like that'd be kind of fun. There's two things from Tron that I have not experienced. The first being I have not finished rather the TV show Uprising. I've seen the first episode, haven't seen the others, and there is a visual novel that I keep meaning to play. I forget what the visual novel is called. Hang on, let me look up what the visual novel is called. But there is a visual novel that came out, I think, like a year or two ago. What is the visual novel called? Tron Identity. Tron Identity. Set 13 years after Tron Legacy, the player follows Query, a program who investigates an explosion in the repository, a building in a backup grid created by programmer Kevin Flynn, intended to house the ISOs. ISOs, they're not the IOs, the ISOs. That's like the creatures I was talking about earlier. I call them creatures. They look like programs, but they're like their own thing. His investigation leads him down a path that uncovers many secrets about the world and other programs that inhabit it. Identity received mixed receptions from critics praising the story and graphics, but criticized the game's short length. I am actually down for a shorter visual novel that explores the world of Tron, and I do wonder, like, how this might connect over to the new Tron film. But yeah, I'm done screaming about Tron now. I might do something in the future with Tron. I don't know what. Maybe like maybe I'll do a presentation. Maybe I will do a presentation on Tron, right? We could call it like Tron 101 or something. And I can like bring in some of the boys, you know, some of my fellow VTuber men, and I'll like explain Tron to them. You know, I think it'd be fun. I actually found out Mario has a manga. Mario does have a manga. People don't know that. It's like someone decided, how do we make a normal computer function sound badass? That's Tron. That's what Tron is. Tron is like, how did I explain this the other day? Tron is like Disney's version of The Matrix. Kind of. It's like Disney's version of The Matrix or Disney's version of Cyberpunk. It's the best way I can describe it. That's the best, like Disney's version of The Matrix meets Cyberpunk. That's Tron. That sounds like a cool idea. Hell yeah. We like excited, passionate Athy. I am glad. Should we do presentation? Should I bestow my wisdom upon you? Maybe that's something to do. I like this idea of doing courses where I teach the BBs, but I also maybe teach some of the homies as well. And we run courses together. I like this idea. I like this a lot. This is a good idea. I like this. It's Disney's Mega Man Battle Network. Oh my god! That is such a good call. It is. It is Disney's Mega Man Battle Network. First of all, Mega Man, don't speak to me of Mega Man, unit. Like, I do not speak to me of Mega Man. You think I've been ranting about Tron. I will go off about Mega Man. I love Mega Man. But yeah, that is such a good call. I do love Tron. When Legacy came out, they had a whole celebration event at the parks. I got to attend a few times, and it was a blast, full of full arcade that ran off a single quarter too. Whoa! I love that. I love that. You guys know I'm a big arcade fan. The only times that I would sneak out of Olympus during the time between, obviously, Odysseus's Odyssey versus like where we are today, after my self-imposed exile on Mount Olympus, the only time I would leave was to sneak to arcades and steal game consoles, but nobody missed them. So yeah, I do love a good arcade. Professor Athena streams would be awesome. Professor Athena. I like it. Professor Athena. Professor Athena streams. Tron 101. I like it. Tron 101. I like this. I like this a lot. Did someone say PowerPoint presentation? Perhaps PowerPoint presentations are in our future. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. I'm liking this idea. I am liking this idea quite a bit. But yes. Speaking of Tron, though, I want to talk about, the other thing I want to talk about before we jump into everything. Very briefly. Very, very briefly. So, I'm thinking of doing a series, and it's something that I'm not gonna say is set in stone yet. And I don't normally, like, I'm trying to not talk about stuff that's not, like, set in stone. But for this, what I might do is the next time we do one of these videos, instead of me asking you guys, what I might do is let you guys ask me. I'm thinking about doing a stream where it's my 3x3s, right? So you guys ask me any subject you'd like to know my favorites in, and I'll answer it. So, Athy, what's your favorite food? Why, BBs, my favorite food are these, and it's 3x3, right? So I don't know if you've seen like 3x3s, but it's just like 3x3s, so it's like your top 9 favorite things, right? So 3x3s, right? And then you're like, Athy, what's your favorite wrestler? Like that, because I was gonna do that just on my own, just show off my favorite, like, wrestlers, right? But then I was like, well, why don't I make it interesting, and why don't I let the BBs ask me anything they're curious about my opinion on. And if I am familiar with the thing being asked, then I will make a 3x3 about it, and we'll do like a whole stream, like and we'll call it like Pallas Athena's Guide to Everything Awesome. No, but it'll be like, here are my favorite things. Like, Athy discusses his favorite things, you know? Like, I was thinking about doing something like that. So if you guys have any ideas for what you would like me to make, maybe keep it in the back of the mind, keep it in the old noodle, and then we'll discuss that maybe sometime next week. Athy, who is your favorite homie, and why is it Rick? Matt, I swear to God, you almost made me drop my pen, and now I'm getting upset now. You're making me mad. You're making me so mad. I knew I could feel the Rick mention coming. It was on the wind. It was on the wind. Have you done that Pokemon chart that helps you pick your favorite Pokemon? No, I haven't done that. That sounds like fun, though. That sounds like a fun time. Where did... Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. But yes, so yeah, that, also, speaking of wrestling, I did want to bring this up, because I've been feeling this way for a while, and there's a reason why, over time, I have become quite the hikikomori, quite the shut-in, and it's why I don't typically like going to shows anymore. And when I say shows, I mean concerts or like sports events or anything like that. And the reason why is because of like just people behaving in ways that I don't find very appropriate at a live show. I'm sure you could think of many concerts recently where somebody like did something silly, like somebody threw a shoe or something at Billie Eilish at a concert, and that's just like wildly inappropriate, right? Or like people who bring their children to a Sabrina Carpenter concert and then are upset that Sabrina is behaving in a way that they deem inappropriate when it is inappropriate in the first place to bring a child to a Sabrina Carpenter concert, right? Or, as Matt already pointed out, there was an incident at a wrestling event recently. So Kevin Owens, who is one of my favorites, I love Kevin Owens, has announced that he is going to be stepping away from wrestling for a little bit because he has a injury to his neck. Like, there's something wrong with Kevin's neck, and he needs surgery to fix it. Now, this is absolutely going to take him away from WrestleMania, but it's also possibly going to take him away from wrestling completely. We don't know what Kevin's future looks like after this surgery. It could be a permanent exit from not just WWE, but wrestling as a whole. That sucks. And so Kevin is saying goodbye, but because it leaked beforehand, people thought that this was not real, that this was like just Kevin trying to get out of a match, right? And so this guy goes, as Kevin is walking away, some guy in the crowd shouts at Kevin, "You're full of shit." So Kevin walks over and says, "What'd you say?" And the guy goes, "I thought it was a story." And Kevin proceeds to say, "Fuck you" to that guy. So he goes, "Okay, bud." And then as he's walking away, he says, "Fuck you." I'm of two minds. And this is genuinely how I feel. I've thought about this for a while. I don't like going to shows because I no longer trust you mortals. The mortals who attend these shows do not know how to behave themselves anymore. I don't know if it's because we all spent quite a bit of time inside and forgot how to behave in public, or if people are just becoming more unhinged, but the behavior at these shows is wildly inappropriate. I saw some people say like, well, that guy paid a ticket, so he's allowed to shout whatever he wants. No, you're not. Because here's the thing. Yes, he paid a ticket. So did everybody around him as well, who don't want to put up with his awkward behavior. Because A, if it's real and Kev's neck really is broke, if KO's neck is broken and he is gone from wrestling, you are now forever remembered as the guy who heckled KO on his last night in the company. Or if it's fake, you still look like an obnoxious dork for yelling and disrupting the show. Either way, bad time. You don't look good. Stop being a nuisance in public. It is unnecessary. That is Athena's words of wisdom for the day. You're welcome. Either way, you look like a jerk. I agree. We don't trust the other mortals, nor should you. Quite frankly, nor should you. But I do believe we have rambled on far longer than I had anticipated, but we do tend to ramble on for at least, like, we hover around the 30-minute mark every time we ramble, but I was like, we'll only ramble for, like, maybe, like, 20 minutes today. Nope, rambled, like, the whole time. Okay. So, I'm nervous now. Now I'm nervous, because we're about to get into it. Scared. Remind me of the guy who heckled Sammy during his stand-up act. I don't understand why people heckle, especially like a comedian. It's just a bad idea. There's a reason fan came from fanatic. That's true. That is true. Okay. We're gonna get to it. Now remember, behave yourselves, okay? And never forget that I am Pallas Athena, and that I am the god of wisdom. And whatever I say is not an opinion, that's a fact. Okay? Okay. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We're gonna whoosh on over here. Whoop. Oh, I have the Tron Legacy. This is the Tron thing. Tron Identity. That's the wrong screen. And whoop. There we go. We'll close that. So, let's move you over here. If your spouse is Rick, you are based. I don't know if I can co-sign on that one. So, I asked you about a week ago, share your fictional spouse, and I will judge them. Reply to this post with a photo, name, and the series of your fiction that your fictional spouse comes from. I'll be judging them on stream April 6th at 4 p.m. EST, so you have until then to get your responses in. If you didn't make the cutoff, can't help you. And if there's not a photo name, if there is not like a photo and the name of the series, as well as the name of the character, I can't help you. I will be scrolling past it. Just ask for those three. And if it's not there, I have to keep to the rules. If it's not there, I'm scrolling past it. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Let's get to the first one. Who's first? Why, it's Reyna. Let's see. Ultimate Exister from Utamen, itself an in-universe creation of the series Zenshu. Why, that is a handsome gentleman. Starting off strong, that's damn. And if I open it like this, will it, whoa, that's very big. That is glorious. Oh my goodness. 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 Damn. Okay. Okay. Damn. So pretty. I know. I'm like, damn. Okay. Okay. Damn. So the way I'm gonna do this is I am either going to say whack taste, decent taste, or based taste. You get a ranking out of 3. All right? Based, decent, or whack. Those are your options. For Reyna, I have to say based. I think that's base taste. It's the hair for me. It's the blue hair. It's beautiful. I love the beauty in this, right? We love beautiful men. We love beautiful men in this house. Mamoru Miyano sings a song as that character, by the way. Oh, cool. An in-verse fictional husbando. Nice. Yeah, that's like 2 layers of husbando, you know? That's 2 layers of fiction. That's wild, though. That's some wild IO pick. I respect it. Reina, base taste. Well done. Very meta. I like it. If I hit show more, is it going to like... Okay, no. I was like, is it going to bring me to another tab? All right. Next up, we have Blazebug. Blazebug saying, I present you Leo Fotia from Promare. Beautiful, stunning, will burn your face off. What else can I say? He is kind and fights for what is right, believing even in violence can be mercy and reason. He would never hurt me on purpose, and if he did, he may be a soon, but he will do everything to make you feel better. Okay. I respect it. Okay. There is beauty in this. I sense the beauty. Ooh, the cocky smirk though? The smirk though? Like, damn, okay. Okay, damn. Our favorite twink. I've seen this character before. I've never seen Promare. I'm not a big, I believe this was Studio Trigger. I'm not a big Studio Trigger fan. So I don't know this character that well. I just know like of them. I can definitely understand the vibe. It is a vibe. Was this show about like racing or something? It was about cars, I think. I don't really remember. But I like it in a similar vein to Reina's. I really enjoy it's about firefighters. Oh, okay. I thought it was about cars. What's the one I'm thinking about cars? What's the one about cars? Redline? Is that about cars? I don't know. I don't watch anime. I'm not a nerd. Anyway. See, we're about to start a fight. But yeah, I respect it. I respect this pick. I respect it. I would say, I would go even further. I would say, for this face alone, based taste. Based. I respect it. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. Base taste for Blazebug. Blazed taste for Blazebug. Blazed taste for Blazebug. Blazed. It's a world where people suddenly gain dangerous fire powers and are shunned by society. It sounds like Fire Force. It's gay. We love gay firefighters. Hell yeah. Okay, next up. Ambrose. The homie Ambrose. They say, Fugaku from Tokuden and Hideo Akuno from Idolmaster Side M. Okay, we're gonna judge them each accordingly. I understand. I will say, I am not a fan of the... Okay. It is very rare for me to find, like, the chin thing attractive. I don't like hairy chin, alright? If it's just the chin, if it's like, oh, it's like a goatee or whatever, I'm like, nah. It's hard, like, not everybody can rock the goatee. Not everybody can rock the fuzzy chin. I'm not... I understand. It's one of those, like, I understand it more than I personally enjoy it. The muscles are, obviously, as we know, quite a benefit. But I'm just like, he just kind of looks like a tough guy. You know, generic tough guy. I'm like, I mean, yeah, he's okay. Decent taste on that one. Decent taste for Fugaku from Tokuden. However, this one, Hideo Akuno from Idolmaster Side M. I haven't seen everything from Side M, but I do know Side M. There are things I know about Side M, you know? And so because of that, I'm gonna have to say base taste. Based taste for Hideo Akuno from Idolmaster Side M. Mostly base taste just for picking a Side M character in general. But yes, I would have to say yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, and the reason for it is the sharp teeth, right? Also, the fact that he kind of looks like Makoto Tachibana. You know, the Makoto Tachibana of it all is definitely, it's giving. You know, it's giving. So I would say base taste. Well done. Excellent, excellent taste. Well done, Ambrose. Well done. Mint! Paradox Mint. For your consideration, oh mighty twink. I mean, god of... Okay. I'm gonna point this out, because this is something that a lot of y'all do, and I don't like it, and I'm gonna point this shit out. When you guys call me this, I know you don't go outside. I need you to know that. I am saying it to be mean. Like, this is me being mean. You please. I don't understand. Like, like, please look at other people, right? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand this. A twunk, I understand. If you want to say twunk, I get it. Twink? Twink. This is a twink. That's a twink. Yeah, like, that's a twink. Hang on. Like, we need to have this conversation now, because if we don't, it's never gonna come up. Like, it's, excuse me? Excuse me? Twink. Twink. I'm bringing this up now just because, like, I'm telling you, I might ban you guys next time. Like, legitimately might ban you next time. Apparently, I am a twink, despite the fact that my arm is bigger than most of your heads. Despite the fact that my thighs could crush watermelons. Twink. You gotta stop saying that. Because like, I genuinely am, it's to the point where, and look, you guys know I love BL, but it's to the point where I can't help but feel like y'all are throwing labels around and not knowing shit like top and bottom. Oh, he's a bottom. Like, no, bitch. Okay, like, I need you to understand that you can't just throw around terms and have it make sense, okay? It's silliness. You gotta stop that, okay? Stop throwing terms around that you don't understand, please. Like, every time I'm baffled. It's not funny, it's not cute, it's annoying. If you see somebody else call me that, please call it out. It's not cute or fun. Like, if there's one thing I cannot stand, my biggest pet peeve is talking out of your butt. Right? Please do not talk out your butt. Right? Now, Paradox Mint is the homie, right? I'm not saying this to attack Paradox Mint, but it's just like, you gotta stop it. It's like, I even replied saying that, like, you can't, like, stop saying this. Right? So, like, this isn't really aimed at Mint, because I already said it to Mint. This is just for you guys. You gotta stop saying that shit. Because, like, putting a boundary down, okay? I am putting a boundary down here. Do not call me that, okay? Do not use these terms if you don't know what they mean, okay? Boundary placed. Moving on. My one true love, James Holden, from GB Patch's visual novel, Our Life Beginning and Always He Is Perfect, period. They're definitely handsome. They're handsome. I'm just sort of like, I like the one in the middle. It's just, there's a lot going on. I can't tell, like, if this character is aging or something, because they look kind of different in all of these, so I can't tell, like, what's going on. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm gonna say, like, decent, just because I don't understand. Cove is based ultimate childhood friend to lovers. Yeah, it's over the course of years. Oh, okay. Yeah, decent, just because I don't know. And they're just kind of like, they're cool looking, but I don't know anything about them. You grew up with him? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, like, decent. I like the one in the red, the one with the one with the glasses, and then the one with the short hair. Yeah. Decent taste. It's a GIF, so I can't make it any bigger, but the absolute GOAT. The absolute GOAT. Luna, thank you for suggesting Makoto Tachibana. Base taste. There is no one more perfect than Makoto Tachibana. There is no better option. There is no better flavor of husbando than Makoto Tachibana. Or Makoto Tachibana, depending on your pronunciation. Right? These are some good takes for the century, to be honest. Everybody's having immaculate taste. I agree. Orpheus is right. A bit biased. Absolutely a given. Absolutely a given that I am a little biased when it comes to Makoto, because he's from one of my favorite series of all time. But, yeah, he is unironically top tier. My personal, like, I am biased because Makoto is my personal husbando, right? Like, that is my guy, so I am a little bit biased. I'm so late, I gotta lock in. Given activated some neurons. If Given is not on here, I am upset. You know? Like, I will be upset if Given does not appear. You know? House husband material for real? Absolutely. I want to come back to the treehouse after a big training session, after a big battle, and have Makoto Tachibana there. I just want Makoto like taking care of me, you know, because he would take care of you. He's the ultimate like house husband. We'd love to see it. 10 out of 10. Yes, I love it, and he cooks. Yeah, he does a little bit of everything, and he's great with cats, which is a good sign. Everybody, ladies, fellas, beautiful in-betweens, let me tell you something. If a man is good with cats, that's a good sign. Also, alternatively, if a guy says, ugh, I hate cats, red flag. Red flag on the play. Big red flag on the play. Like, I'm just tossing that out there. Big red flag on the play. If he says he hates cats. If he doesn't like cats, that's one thing. There's nothing wrong with not liking cats. I respect that, right? Cats aren't for everybody. But if it's you hate cats, that tells me that you don't like things that you cannot control. Don't like that. Because with a dog, you can train a dog, right? I love dogs, right? Dogs, you can train a dog. A cat, you can train a cat, but like cats are a lot more independent than a dog is. And in fact, a lot of them still have a lot of their more feral tendencies. A lot of them still have like wild tendencies to them. So in order to have a cat, you have to respect that creature's independence, right? So big red flag on the play if someone says they hate cats. Cats own you, you don't own a cat. Valid. Yeah, 100%. It's, what if he's allergic? You can like a thing and still be allergic to it. I have a slight allergy to cats, but I still love cats. I didn't, add him, but this is particularly, like, why I like Wanderer. Which one's Wanderer? Dogs are pets. Cats are fluffy roommates. It's true. That's such a good way to put it. I'm allergic, but cats are sweet peas. Yeah, cats are great. Well, because you can also watch cat videos. You know, you don't have to necessarily own one. Wanderer. Who is Wanderer? Wanderer. Why do I know that? Wanderer. Wanderer is from Genshin, aka Scaramouche, aka, Kunikizushi, aka the Balladeer. I was vaguely keeping up with Genshin when Scaramouche came out, but I can't say Scaramouche without saying it like that. Will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. I have to say it every time. It's unfortunate. He has a big hat. Yes! Okay, I do remember Scaramouche. I do remember Scaramouche. Galileo. Galileo. Galileo Figaro. Figaro. I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Okay, enough of this. Now it's time for another sip of coffee, apparently. See, when I was keeping up with Genshin, if I had to pick a husbando, I probably would have went with Kaya. I don't know if that's a popular pick. I don't really know if Kaya's even involved in the plot anymore, if he's even like viable as a character, but that was my guy. I liked Kaya a lot. Kaya, yeah, I was a Kaya guy. Who's the fire guy? Who's the fire one? He had like the red hair, he ran the bar. It was those two. Diluc. Yeah, those two. I like those two. I think Kaya's still pretty popular. Okay, okay. I just don't see him anymore. I don't see him or Diluc. And those were like my favorites. I'm like, they need to kiss and then they need to kiss me. Yeah, Kaya is important lore, but he isn't around a lot. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, those two, like, I don't know why. I'm like, those two should kiss. I don't even know if they interact. They're brothers. Are they brothers? I was like, I don't even know if they interact. But if they did, so, like, if they were not, then they should. My favorite is Child and Zhongli. When I used to play the game. Adoptive bro. Okay, so they're not. It's first of all, you're talking to a Greek god for one thing. That usually doesn't stop most Greek gods, but yeah, there's wiggle room there, even though I do think it's a little gross. It's controversial from what I've seen. Okay, yeah, because I was like, that's a little gross, but like, I at least understand. Right? It's when people tell me they ship Wincest that I'm a little grossed out. Look, you patron of Alabama. Listen here, you patron of Alabama. Can I please borrow that? Like, next time somebody says Wincest to me. I said Wincest was gross once. I said Wincest was gross, and the person I was speaking to like looked at me like I just killed their cat. It was crazy. Diluc x Kaya is fine. To me, I'm like, okay, it's fiction, whatever. I'm very much a proponent of fiction does not affect reality. I don't necessarily care what you do. It can inform me things about you, you know, where I'm like, right? Like, I might, like, but generally speaking, if somebody's like, I like them, but I don't like this element of it. Like, people who, I know there's people who think that Caleb and MC are like, well, Caleb and MC are like siblings. They're not. Like, at all, but if you think that, you do you, I guess. A little weird ski to me, but you do you. But yeah. It's iffy, but I get, it's one, exactly. You gotta keep in mind, too, some of my favorite BL is shit like Junjo Romantica. Okay, so, like, I don't give a shit about most of these things. For me, is the ship entertaining, right? That's what I care about. I am a Caleb and MC siblings truther. They are not siblings. They are not siblings. As long as people that don't like what I like, as long as people that don't like what I like annoy me with their superiority morality. That's the thing, is I'm like, I don't give a shit, right? Like, if you think that Caleb and MC are siblings, go for it. I don't think so, right? It's made pretty clear, both in dialogue, but also in the original, like, Mandarin, that he doesn't feel that way. So, to me, you know, like, I don't think that he sees them that way. They have the same adoptive, grandma. Flash and Iris are raised by Joe West. Are Flash and, like, are Barry Allen and Iris West siblings because they grew up in the same house? It's a blood thing. That's what matters. That's the thing. Are they blood related? That's where I'm concerned. That's a bad take. What do you mean that's a bad take? Barry Allen and Iris West are not siblings. Oh my god. We got so sidetracked. We are so sidetracked right now, bestie. We are so sidetracked. Wincest, from my understanding, only existed because Supernatural fans found their compulsion to ship something stronger than their ick. Shadow, you are correct. That is, like, correct in the sense of, like, there was nothing else to ship, so people shipped them. Still weird. Still incredibly weird. But, yeah. To me, I say if the character considers themselves siblings, then they are siblings. If not, then they are not. I respect that. I disagree, but I respect your opinion on it, you know? I disagree, personally. I don't know. I have many non-blood related siblings, so my incest alarm bell's ringing. Again, I heavily disagree. Like, heavily disagree, but, like, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna, like, come at you for disagreeing with me. Even though I am a god, and I am correct. Even though I am the god of wisdom and correct. No, I'm joking. But, like, nah, you mortals will figure it out. You're fine. The god of sidetrack? I am the god of sidetracking. This is true. But yeah. Blood relation. Athy speaks the truth. I don't know about the source material. I'm just going based off the arguments being made. Please don't turn my hair into snakes. I'll be honest, Orpheus. I missed what you said. I might make. Can I turn your hair? Can I turn like a strand of hair into snakes? Just one. Just like a strand of it. You can name it Tim. Tim the Snake. Or Simon. Simon. It has to have an S. Simon the Snake. You get one snake as a tree. Hell yeah. L plus ratio plus God of Wisdom plus Master of War plus my life has one mission. My life has one mission. Okay, enough of this. We focus. Focus. I'm glad we can disagree for the record. Because I haven't seen anybody be rude, which I love to see, right? I'm glad we can disagree. Only fiction. We can have these conversations. I'm happy. Good for y'all. Good noodles. Yeah. Good noodles in the good BBs. Good owls in the chat. It depends when they meet, if they consider themselves more roommates than siblings. I don't think the adoption isn't real family argument has stuff in this. I find that degrading. That's valid. I can respect that for sure. But I will say, the reason why I bring that up is because Caleb does not see himself as MC's sibling, and MC is not viewing him the same way either, right? And then with Barry and Iris, Barry definitely didn't see it that way. Yeah, that's what I mean, where it's like, it just, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't see it that way. But again, if you like MC with like Zane gets a lot of hate. I don't quite understand that. But like, if you like MC with Zane, right? Then, and you see him as more of her sibling, really doesn't bother me. That's totally fine. Mostly because I don't even play this game. I just hear everybody talk about it. I've seen so much. There's a stream that Clotho did where Clotho just like explained lads to me and Artie, and I was like, okay, this is fascinating. Maybe we'll do like a watching lads stream just to understand. But I've heard all my friends talk about Caleb. Everybody talks about Caleb. For good and for ill, you know? So all of the gods talk about Caleb. Caleb is like blessed by the gods, apparently. Never was I more flustered than that stream. There was a lot going on. One time I wrote somebody a sonnet for their lad's husbando, and that's all I know about it. Hell yeah. Lads took over your life. Understandable. I think Caleb is in here for the record. Play lads, Athy. Come to the dark side. No! Also, for any poor soul timestamping this, I am so sorry. We are about to move on right now. I apologize. We have our first Gorl. It's a Gorl. Y'all, BBs, it's a Gorl. People forget. Athy, do you like Gorls too? Yes. Yeah, why, yes, I do. Freeren, my beloved, says Cypher. Freeren, I don't know her, but I want to. I want to know Freeren because A, she's very pretty, B, I love elves, and C, I've just heard nothing but good things about their show. I've heard nothing but good things. I have seen the big scene. I have seen the kill yourself. I have seen that scene, unfortunately. Watch or read. I may read it. I might read it. I prefer, you guys know I prefer reading. So I might read it. I don't know. But I heard, like, the show itself is really good. So I might watch it instead of read it. I don't know. I'm iffy on it. Manga fans, you guys can... Manga fans who have also read or watched the show, you guys can tell me. Athlete the Book Owl, I do be the Book Owl. But I would say, based off what I have seen, I'm gonna say decent taste, but also like heartbreaking taste, because I know you like pain. If you, what I know so far about this one, not you, Sweet Pea. Maybe you, I don't know. Maybe these two, this one and possibly this one, is the BBs like pain. That is what I'm understanding. Because from what I understand is there is a character, there's like a big hero character, right? Because I've seen the first episode. I've seen the first episode of this show. There's a big hero character, forget his name. And he, spoilers for the first episode, he like knew Freeren, but he's old and she stayed the same. Himmel, thank you. And he like died or whatever of old age. And she feels like she barely got to know him. That would be you. BBs, you're mortals. I don't know how to tell y'all this, but you're mortals, BB. BBs, you're mortal. She'll outlive you, and she will blink and you will be gone. Okay? I just need you to know, sometimes pain is not wise, you know? Sometimes it is, though. Maybe for the heart of the beautiful elven princess. I don't know if she's a princess. I think she's just like a mage or something. For the heart of the beautiful elven maiden, maybe it is worth it. I do not know. But what I will say is decent borderline based, because I don't know. Possibly based. Possibly based. That does depend on the two people involved. This is fair, right? Maybe the elf Ussi is indeed worth... The elf Ussi is possibly worth it if you have an extra long lifespan. If you are a Dunedain. Like Aragorn himself. The what? I had to say one out-of-pocket thing. I was so calm the entire stream. I get one out-of-pocket comment every stream. I get one. That was my one. I get one out-of-pocket thing every stream. I get one. Girl, let me have one, okay? I get one. I get one. Are we understood? Are we on the same page, okay? Borderline based. Decent, but borderline based taste for Cypher. Moving on! Elfussy added directly to the vernacular. We're not gonna talk about this. Rainvelt saying, here's Kamazats from... Okay. I think we talked about this once before, that if you present me Fate anything, if it is not Saber, which is the one who gets away, Saber or Archer, your taste is immediately terrible. The taste is immediately bad. The taste is immediately incorrect. I said Saber's sister, is that okay? Might save you. Possibly. What's Saber, though? All of them. All of them. Every single Saber. Saber is always the correct class. It's always the right choice. But he is fine, though. Okay, here's my thing with Fate characters. Honest to God, kind of Fate has always confused the living hell out of me, and I kind of low-key hate the series because of how confusing it is. I know that's hilarious coming from a Kingdom Hearts fan. But Fate has always just kind of confused me. Not talking about Chloe, for the record, although Chloe is also confusing. Yeah, without spoiling much, he has a tragic backstory and deserves good things in this world after all the shit that he goes through. I need a closer inspection. Ooh, he kind of crazy though. He got a kind of crazy face. I love the helmet. I need. What's the other picture? Can I have a? He given like. I've seen some shit, you know? The art is good. The art in Fate is always great. You can't go wrong with Fate. But, like, you can't go wrong with Fate art, I should say. Fate as a series, I have many questions. And typically speaking, I kind of dunk on Fate quite a bit because I don't understand it. It's one of the few things that makes your God of Wisdom feel unwise. But based off muscles alone, because he's not like super jacked, but he's decent. He's decently sized. I respect the muscle. I respect the muscularity. Decent taste. Decent. Almost whack taste because it's from Fate. But based off the fact that people in chat are trying to defend, I will say decent taste. Decent taste. They're basically different stories that could yeah, like, but that's what makes it confusing to me, is I'm like, okay, is this but this is also canon to that, and that does this, and this connects to that. Fuck it. Don't care. Does it say what class he is? No. But his design is cool. I do like his design a heck of a lot. Zup! We have a mod. We have one of our mods here saying, Stanley Snyder from Dr. Stone has me in a chokehold. I have not caught up to Dr. Stone, so I've always seen this character around, but never experienced the character myself. But based off the fact that it's a Dr. Stone character, it is an automatic base taste, because Dr. Stone, as the god of wisdom, you know, as a god of wisdom, I have to say, Dr. Stone is one of the best shonens to ever shonen, because it's about being smart. It's about being tactical, right? To be fair, Zup is locked in on Dr. Stone right now. Valid. But yeah, I will say based solely off the fact that it's Zup, I've always seen this guy, and he seems like a cocky shit, and I kind of love that. The fact that he just lights his cigarette with his friggin' hand, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'd love to read Dr. Stone when the girls wouldn't have to be drawn so atrociously. Some of the girls are drawn atrociously. I love the designs in this series, though. I think the designs are super cool. I love Dr. Stone. Yeah, I am a big fan of Dr. Stone. It's one of the best shonens to ever shonen. I think it's fantastic. But we have to move on to the next one. The next option here. Holly! The goat Holly. Holly gave 2. There's 2 Holly ones. Wait, what? I will give you one. I will give you. Oh wait. Wait. There's 2. There's 2. We're gonna read this one first because that goes after the other one. You are getting a wife now. Hang on. Who is this? Is this what I think it is? God damn it, Holly. Holly is like obsessed with Final Fantasy 14. Is it 14? Is this 14? I'm pretty sure this is 14. You're getting a wife now because you would like her probably. Yishtola Rule. I don't know if I said that right. The most badass woman in Final Fantasy 14. If she doesn't beat your ass in combat, she will make you run and cry with just words. Also, is a giant ass nerd with a PhD. Is she pretty? I don't know. I don't know. Like, okay. This is where we're gonna get controversial a little bit. Final Fantasy XIV, like, characters, they all look pretty, but they're, like, generic pretty, where I'm like, okay, they look like Final Fantasy characters. Like, they just look like Final Fantasy characters. What is their characteristics? I don't know. They're from Final Fantasy. Like, that, all this is giving me is she is from Final Fantasy. That's all I get. Like, that's all I understand. I like Final Fantasy. I like Final Fantasy designs, but I don't know anything about her. Right? I'm like, she is a goth, I guess? I don't know what I'm supposed to get from this. Like, she's a goth. She has piercing eyes. And I don't know, she's like a goth mage girl. Cat girl? She's a cat? She's blind? Is she blind? She's a powerful mage. Well, then there's this one. I will give you another cat boy. Harchefant Greystone. Oh, you know. Grand Poobah the doink of this and that. Harchefant Greystone. I don't know why it reminded me of friggin', why? Groggery Strongjaw. I don't know why it reminded me of Grog, but Harchefant Greystone, Groggery Strongjaw, Grand Poobah the doink of all this and that. Like, that's what it gave me. He's not technically a noble, he's a legitimate child. That is not a cat boy, he is an elf. I mean, Holly says cat. He will cheer your name, praise you, make you cocoa, invite you to his warm chambers. He is your biggest cheerleader and ally. There's even an emote based upon him. He is perfection. He looks like Riku with elf ears. I don't know. Like, there's something about 14 in particular where I'm like, there's so many characters, they all blend together, and I cannot. Other than my cat boy. Oh, other than my cat boy. Like, that's Riku. Sora! Like, that's Riku to me. They're also all made in the standard character builder, I think. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Decent. I respect the shit out of Holly, but these takes, I don't know. Decent, I don't know. Final Fantasy XIV characters don't do anything for me. They're just like, yeah. It's the same thing with Fate characters. Like, this and this just give me the same, like, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Like, they're all great character designs, but they do nothing for me. Right? It's one of those, like, this is not meant for me. I know that's hilarious because I have chocobo hair. I understand that. But yeah, no, decent taste. I wouldn't go so far as to say whack, but like decent. Now Kira is that an I? Now Kira Simon from Paradox Live. This one from Weewoo. Weewoo, your name reminds me of the cat. Yep, based. I need nothing more than that. This is all I need. I need nothing more than this. That's based. The hat, the glasses. He does have the chin thing, which I don't usually like, but again, it depends on the guy. I think he's working it. So, yeah, I am a fan. I am a fan. I will say base taste. Base taste. Know nothing about him. But all I needed was this. Base taste. Mare says, Rantaro from 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You. Our first, and with all due respect, our first whack take. Respectfully. That is just a high school boy. That is generic anime protagonist. This is one of the reasons why I cannot stand anime anymore. Like, I shouldn't say it like that. I like anime, but a lot of it that comes out is so, like, like, this guy looks like every other friggin' main character in a high school anime. It's because you're supposed to project yourself onto the character, right? So to me, I'm like, whack. He just no, generic. Isn't Makoto just a guy in a swim club? This is a guy. This is a man. Man. Child. This is nothing. This is Kirito and every other isekai protagonist. This is every other isekai protagonist in the world. Right? This is an actual character design. This is an actual character design. This is, like, actually nothing. Literally nothing. This is a nothing character design. I am sorry. Literally nothing. He looks like every other main guy. Gives me nothing. Gives me absolutely nothing. You gotta keep in mind, if I don't know the show, if I don't understand where he's from, I have to go off design alone. This is nothing. This is like the most generic design. This is just a guy. God never sat down and read 100 Girlfriends. How sad. No, because I don't need to. Like, I have no interest in it. It's giving England from Hitalia. It kind of is. Like, it's like, at least England from Hitalia is a design. This is just, like, generic high school background character number 507. Yeah, no, sorry. Respectfully, no. Respectfully whack. Moving on. Whoa, an actual character design. So, Lachlan says, I think Sypha Belnadis from Castlevania is pretty neat and a badass. This is another base take. Base taste right here. Base taste, because Sypha is badass. I have not finished Castlevania, believe it or not. Not finished Castlevania. However, Sypha is the GOAT. Sypha is cool as shit. I will hear no Sypha, like, hate in this space. In this space, we will not be hating on Sypha. This is the queen. This is the queen. Okay, we will not be hating on Sypha. She's slaying. She slays. Slays. Absolutely slays. Base. No contest. Base take. Need no more from that. Next up, we have Mishmish saying, God, I have so many, but here is one of my top spouses of all time. But one of my top spouses of all time is Celti from Durarara. I'm not a fan of Durarara, but I always like Celti. And Sashomaru from Inuyasha. I don't think I need to explain myself. Gorgeous woman, stunning man. Agreed. Celti is the reason to watch Durarara, in my opinion. So based on that, just based take out the gate. Just right away. Based choice. Just right away. And yes, Celti is damn. Then we have Sashomaru, who is, like, goddamn, Sashomaru. I can't look at him without thinking of the one ED, though. Like, Boku Tachi wa. Like, just right away. Like, I'm just, boom, 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 Boku Tachi wa. Da, 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 da. Like, just every time I see him. That's all I think. Based take again, even more based than the Celti take, in my opinion. Like, I would let him do unspeakable things. He may do whatever he likes. Unspeakable things, you know? I would just go with him, and whatever unspeakable atrocities Sashomaru unleashed, I would be okay with it. It's Sashomaru. I'm fine with that. That's fine. He can do whatever he likes. He can live his best life. There is no sequel in Busing Say. There is no sequel. I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't that bad. Come on. I don't like what they did with Shomer and Rin, but it wasn't the series itself was not that bad. But I don't know about that choice. That was a friggin' choice. Next up, Shining Outsuki says, Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. Best spouse ever. Funny, strong, can cook, good with kids, speaks squirrel, and himbo. Damn. I, didn't even consider Kronk a husbando until right now. Is Kronk the best Would Kronk be the greatest Disney husbando of all time? I think so. Like, he really is, like, when you think about it. Like, is there actually anyone better? I don't think so. And that is based. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, damn. That is, like, legit. That might be the best husbando we've seen yet. Damn. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. I can't do Kronk. He's not a voice. He's not a voice I could do. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. Even working for Yzma, he's such a green flag. Even when working for Yzma, he's such a green flag. He is a walking green flag. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. He respects women. He does. The living embodiment of pure of heart, dumb of ass. That's so true. Pure of heart, dumb of ass. He is unwise. Well, he's not unwise. He's unintelligent. But he is wise in in listening to his heart. When it's calling for him, you know? Listen to your heart. You know? There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, Kronk sets the standard, I agree. We are all in agreement. Unbelievable. Teniel Bayard saying, I present to you my collection of fictional spouses. Genesis Rhapsody. I've never seen Genesis' last name actually given. I've always just called him Genesis. Damn. Genesis Rhapsodos from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core was one of my first video game beloveds. I love a poetic man. I do too. Spoilers, Genesis is one of my favorite characters in all of Final Fantasy. Genesis. I just, like, oh, hi, Gact. I hate that he's based off Gact. It's, like, the one thing that drives me bananas. But, like, Genesis as a character is cool, though, okay? Like, he is cringe, but Genesis is the embodiment of he is cringe, but he is free. Man. Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus and take to the stars. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest. There is no hate, only joy, for you are beloved by the goddess, healer of the dawn. I forget the rest of it, like, hero of worlds. My friend, will you fly away now to a world that abhors you and I? All that awaits you is a somber morrow, no matter where the winds may blow. Okay, enough of this. Nothing shall forestall my return. Then where are you, bitch? Like, this boy says nothing shall forestall my return like 6 times in Crisis Core. Then where is you? Where is my boy? Like, where is Genesis? Like, god damn it. Anyway, Chi Rong from Heaven Official's Blessing. I have never seen him before. Is my beautiful is my beautiful princess with a disorder. I have never seen this character in my life. Okay, now that I've blown the picture up, they're like really pretty actually. Damn, okay. Next up is Suzaku. Code Geass was my first anime crush, followed by Hattori from Fruits Basket. I really like them with just a little bit of trauma. This is, I don't know the other one. But just a little bit of trauma. Just a little bit of trauma is giving, like, is this entire collection. I don't know this one, but just a little bit of trauma is, like, the entire vibe of this. I definitely could tell that you like a little bit of pain. There's a little bit of pain in there. I have a difficult time getting into Heaven Official's Blessing. Love Grandmaster, though. I'm with you. I've had a lot of trouble getting into Heaven Official's Blessing. Maybe one day. Dark-haired and broken. That seems to be the general vibe. Dark-haired and broken is the energy here. I'm late because I'm watching the VOD from yesterday. I'm watching Athy 2x speed to catch up. Enjoy the future. Mint. Hello. There's just a little bit of trauma, and then there's glow-ups from blow-ups. Lol. It's true. Ariel from I'm a Spider, so what? Whack taste. Whack. Whack taste. You wanna know why? Spiders. Spiders. Ew. Ick. No. Anything spider adjacent. No. No. Good. No. Not good anime. Spiders in it. Ew. Gross. Scary. So I'm a spider, so what? So what? I'll tell you what. No. My arachnophobia could never. Fun fact, I did try to watch this show because everyone's like, the spiders are like cute. You don't actually like you'll be okay. I was like, okay. So I go to watch it, and the first scene is a bunch of spiders like hatching and like crawling towards the camera, and I just went, ah! And immediately turned it off. Never watched it again. That was legit the scream. Ah! It was just instant panic. Never again. Never again. She's adorable. She's a spider. I don't know if she herself is a spider, but that's what the title says, so I'm gonna say no. Spider adjacent. Whack taste. What the hell am I looking at? Sebastian Solis from the hit Roblox game? What's wrong with me today? Sebastian Solis from the hit Roblox game Pressure. Pressure! Pushing down on me, pushing down on you, no man asked for. That is I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. This man, that is he like one of those fish? Is he like an angler fish? Sea creatures scare me, so it's gonna be a whack taste from me. Whack taste from me. Whack taste. Oh, this is one of the images I used for the thumbnail. Bartolomeo from One Piece. I need a freak like him, an absolute weirdo. I have like no opinion on Bartolomeo, to be honest. Like, I've always liked him, but I have like zero opinion on him. Like, I'll let the BBs decide Bart's fate. You guys go ahead. I have zero opinion, like literally none. I just don't care. Literally none. He's just a fanboy. Yeah. You have to understand, a lot of the characters that I like and gravitate towards, I'm like hardcore about, but if I don't like you, you could be the main character of a show and I just like do not care. Like, I just will not care when you're on screen. I know nothing about this person. Sorry, I have no context about him. I like the sharp teeth. I like the sharp teeth. Okay. I need the chat to decide. So I'm gonna say you guys have to all spam either based, decent, or whack. BBs, have at it. The BBs shall decide Bartolomeo's fate. The BBs shall decide. For Vampish Mick. Who's in the chat, by the way? Decent? Based? I will say based. There's more decents than based in the chat, as far as I can see. But I'm going to say based because it's not like I hate the guy. I just don't really have much opinion on him. But if Melissa is saying based, then it's based. I gotta head out, but I'll check back in to see if you think that I am extremely based and have a type. Oh, see, now I'm curious. I have a shrine to him. See, look, that's dedication, you know? Like, that's how you know that the character means something, right? That's how you know they mean something to Mick. Because it's like, that character means something to me. I love when people have, like, their character, you know? This character means something to me, you know? Love that. Next up! Angel, not anger. Why'd I say anger? Anger! Angles. What the fuck is going on with me today? Why can't I speak? Kurt Angle, apparently. Angel Silveritis saying, "This is my new wife, Bucky Barnes. He's very gorgeous, isn't he?" So are you good? No. No, I'm not. I'm broken. I'm broken today. There's so many husbandos and waifus to go through. No, I am not okay. I am stumbling over my words. Okay. Bucky is one of the few reasons that I'm keeping up with the MCU in any way, shape, or form, because Sebastian Stan's still out here, so therefore I care. Like, therefore I give a shit. The Captain America characters are still kicking, right? So therefore I am here for it, you know? Bucky has the best hair in the game. Don't even at me. You know I'm right. When Sebastian Stan lets them locks flow, you know, he looks good with long hair. That's all I'm saying. Right? So yeah, I'd say based. I will also say that you like pain though. Did they want Bucky pre-trauma or the Winter Soldier or Bucky post-trauma? I'm assuming this is just the whole package. I'm assuming the whole package. Cause yeah, I would say you like trauma. And if you like him during the Winter Soldier era, oh my god, you have so much work to do to keep him from going bananas. But yeah, you know what? Base taste, but you definitely like pain. That is a car. That is an entire car. Finn McMissile. That is a car. Whack taste, but bold. But bold. Whack, very much whack, but bold. Bold and interesting. Unique even. He's like the sexy British super spy. That is a car. Anything can be a husbando if you're brave enough. It's true. Athy, no way. I'm just saying it's bold. I'm just saying it's creative and bold. You know, that's like, I'm not saying I agree. It's still a whack taste. I'm just surprised by the boldness. That's all. You know. Next up, Yokupalu saying, I'll go with my fictional spouse of all time then. This is the only man I have tattooed on my back, Garrus Vicarian, Mass Effect series, the love of my life. You know what? I'm upset with you. Do you want to know why? I am upset with you. I'm mad at you right now, and I will tell you why. I've played more times as male Shep than I have as femme Shep. Every time I play as male Shep, I am deprived. I'm given something beautiful and taken away constantly because Garrus cannot be romanced by male Shep. So then I have to go back and do it like a femme Shep and then romance Garrus, and it hurts me every time because I'm like, god damn it, I just want Garrus to love me. Right? It's okay. I have Caden, who is fine. I have Caden. It's fine. Everything's fine. But would I have loved having Garrus instead? You bet your ass. I cannot make a decent-looking male Shep, so femme Shep it is. She is the most badass ever anyway. Femme Shep is, like, the most badass. You have Tali. I do have Tali. I guess. I don't know. Tali, I do love Tali. I have Tali. I have Caden. What's the other guy in Mass Effect 3? What's his name? Vega? I have Vega. Vega's pretty cool. But no Garrus. Womp womp. It's true, but no Garrus. Womp womp. Yeah, that is unfortunate for us. But for you, I give a base taste. Because Garrus is the best. I will say, what is her name? Vectra? There is a What are they? They're I forget the name of Garrus's race. They are for something. Garrus's people. I forget their names. Turians. The Turian people. I don't give a shit what anyone says. The Turians are way hotter than the other alien races in that game. I'm gonna just say it. The Turians are the most hottest ones. You can't convince me otherwise. They are the hottest ones. Asari, they're way hotter than the Asari. I'm gonna just throw that out there. I love the Asari, but they're way hotter than the Asari. Yes, you are so right. I'm just saying. You don't want a Volus? We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on now. We're gonna move on. But yeah, Vetra, she is fine. Vetra is the only reason to play the fourth game. Vetra's the only reason. Moving on. Literally the love of my life. Pookie, baby girl, princess. I will do anything for him. Ever since the first time I played Final Fantasy VII on the PS1, he has been the love of my life. Anya, are you okay? Are we okay? Are we romancing? Like, are we really out here romancing Riku's father? Is that what we're doing? Are we romancing Riku from Kingdom Hearts' dad out here? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's doubly crazy because you're right. It's doubly crazy because you're right. You know what? Base taste. In fact, if Sephiroth was like, come, let us blow up the planet, I'd be like, fuck yeah, cast meteor, bitch. I'm with you, Sephiroth. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Cast meteor. Fuck it. Let's do it. Why not romance Satan then? Because Sephiroth is a hot, okay? That's why. Because Sephiroth is hot, okay? And it depends, do you mean Lucifer from the TV show? Because I would. Because would. That man is so fine. Anyway, moving on. Callie says, Genos from One Punch Man. We are very firmly in strong, decent taste. A good decent, though. Like, good decent. Genos is not for me. Genos is a little Genos for me, you know. But I get it. He's not one of mine, but I respect it. So I will say decent taste. Decent. So it's a screw making him better. I want him to make me worse. Yeah, I will not make Sephiroth better. He will make me worse. He's too far gone. You know, like, Sephiroth is so far gone. You can't save him. You can't bring him back. Although, if we are talking, my ideal Sephiroth is the one in Crisis Core. Before that bitch goes crazy. That's when he's at his absolute hottest, because he has that tinge of darkness. You know, but he's still good. Right? And then he goes full crazy. The nice Sephiroth. Yes. When he has that tinge of crazy, that's when he's at his absolute best. I forgot to submit mine. Damn it. Well, you know what, Chloe? Tell me yours now, and I will give you yours live right now. What is yours? Tell me now. Tell me right now, and I will give you. Why am I asking? I know who it is. I know exactly who it is. We were talking about this bitch earlier. Yeah, Chloe, I'll have you know that we had a heated discussion about Caleb. We had a heated discussion about Caleb. Not heated. No BBs are ever rude. Let me stress that. It was not heated. We just had a very, like, intense side tangent about Caleb at one point. Yeah. Yeah. It lasted 15 minutes. We talked about Caleb for like 15 minutes. We had a respectful discussion about siblings. It's true. We had a very respectful discussion. Some of the BBs feel as though some BBs see Caleb and MC as being siblings. Some BBs see them as being romantic and not siblings. And because they're not, I'm on the they are not side of the fence. But everybody seems to agree that Caleb is a very interesting character. Everybody seems to agree that Caleb is pretty cool. No matter how you feel about him and MC, everybody seems to agree that Caleb's pretty base. But yeah. I stand firmly on the side that they are not, because Caleb and MC do not see each other that way. So that's where I sit. That's where I stand. It's weird to me that romantically involved couples see themselves as call themselves brother endearingly. I don't know if that's quite the case. I don't know, but I will say that Caleb is a looker. Caleb do be fine. He can take care of me. I agree. You know what? So I will say base taste, because Caleb is the most interesting character of the bunch, right? At least from what I've seen as an outsider to the series, Caleb does seem the most intriguing to me. So I will say that Clotho has base taste. Based taste. What about Raphael, though? Raphael, you mean Uki? Uki Violetta? Mermaid Uki? You can't tell me he does. Every time I see him, he gives Uki. I don't know why. He's not Uki. He's Uki. Every time I see him, I'm like, that's Uki Violetta. Every time. That's Uki. Every time. Every time. I'm just like, look at his face. That's Uki. He looks like Uki. That's Mermaid Uki. You can't convince me otherwise. He is Uki, though. You're right. I'm telling you. When I see him, I'm like, that boy gives Uki. I don't know why. He just does. You know? But yeah, that's my, yeah. Yeah, no, but Raphael's a cool character, too. They're all cool characters. There's not, like, a bad character in Lads, which is truly saying something. Because, like, that's hard to do, to write, like, multiple characters who are all supposed to be husbandos. And have them all be good is very tricky. That is impressive work. So yeah, shoutouts to Lads. Shoutouts to Lads. I will say though, we have to move on because there is so many characters on this list. I don't want to be here all day. Look at this. Wait, that was Sarian. Wait, never mind. These are not submissions. This is just Sari. But like, yeah, this is like, look at this. It just keeps going. This is crazy. This is crazy work. Look at this. Goes up. Wait, did I see him? Was that him? God damn it. Is that him? It is. Yeah, it's Silas. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Get off my screen! Why do you haunt this stream? Why must you haunt this stream? We are trying to exist in a world without you. I know you blew up recently. Literally blew up twice. But sir, we are trying to exist we're trying to rank husbandos here. Okay, it's not just husbandos, but a lot of them have been husbandos, okay? And we're trying to get through them. I think Athena needs to play Lads on stream. I think you guys are crazy. I think that's not gonna happen. That's what I think. I think, you know what? I think I'll do it as a goal. If we hit a certain number. Kyrie, was that you? Hang on. Was that who that was? Was that who that was? God damn it. They're all based. We've already spoken about the Lads boys. They're all based. Where were we? Okay. There we go. You heard him, BBs. Okay, tell you what. I will play Lads if right now, in the next 10 seconds, we get 5,000 gifted members. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry, BBs. Too late. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So sad. So sad. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to play Lads on stream. I might watch, like, the cards. Like, I might go through the cards and do that. I don't necessarily want to play it on stream because it's complicated to set up and I don't really feel like it. Maybe one day we'll watch the cards. Clotho has gifted 5,000 memberships. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Dylus from Rune Factory 4. My Sun Sun horse boy. Here's the, first of all, he do have a design. Oh, the blush though. Ooh. Okay, here's the thing with Rune Factory. I will be playing my very first Rune Factory game when the new one comes out. Guardians of Azuma, I think is what it's called. So I should like to go back one day and play the Rune Factory games. And if I do, this is probably who I'm going for. So I'm going to say decent to a light-based. Decent to light-based. He is a horse. I'll adjust. I will make do. Ruby Moon, my beloved femme-presenting non-binary ethereal being. Oh, how the 2000s were not kind to your majesty. Your majesty. I can't really... The image isn't great, so I can't really see. They're pretty. They're pretty. They finally have implemented same-sex marriage progress. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Rune Factory. We stand the progress. Don't limit me. You know. Decent taste. The image isn't really helpful because I can't really, like, it's kind of grainy. But I'll say decent taste. I trust Death. You know, okay, out of context, that sounds weird. Death is one of the mods. I trust Death, you know. Death is wise and based, and we trust Death. Decent to strong, or light-based. Decent to light-based. N! Oh! Ooh! Not my boy, N. This motherfucker. Okay? This little shit. Do you see him? Do you see? Do you witness this man? Do you see this little shit? You see this man? I was done. I was out. I was free from Pokemon's influence. I was free. I was freer than Haruka Nanase, who only swims free. I was freer than even Haru, because I was away. I broke through, and I got out the other side of my Pokemon obsession. I was free, I was safe. And this bitch, this motherfucker right here, he reached through the screen, reached through the DS, and he pulled my ass back in. He pulled me back in. So yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I would say, to Sam, I would say, yeah, base taste. Base taste. He took you on a Ferris wheel date. He made, this boy can take me anywhere. N can take me anywhere. That is my guy. That is my guy. N's been through a lot, okay? N's my guy. Listen, when I tell you I don't give a shit, I don't give a goddamn about Pokemon's plot. I could not give less of a damn. I do not care. I so don't care. I think we've been through this like a million times. Every time they're like, we have to save the world. Like, this thing's happening. I do not give a fuck. I do not care. Do not care. Don't care. Just want to catch Pokemon. Don't care. Don't care about Pokemon plot at all. I cared about this one. I cared about him. Right? Glad my hubby is based. Your hubby is incredibly based. Okay, because here's the thing. I don't give a shit about plots about saving the world in Pokemon. I think they're kind of goofy and dumb, and I don't like them. And half the time, I think the plot is very... Don't give a shit, right? Like, don't care about the plot. I love lore, and I love characters. Don't really care about Pokemon's overarching story. Don't care at all, right? Like, I don't care. I like lore a lot. I'm a lore guy, right? And the lore behind N is really sad, right? N's story is so sad. Like, and look at this smile. Look at this face. Don't you just want to protect it? Don't you just want... He might be the most based of all the husbando. He's up there, like top 5, top 3, top 5 at least, top 3 potentially. Of all the husbandos and waifus and beautiful in-betweens that we have seen in this list, N is up there. Like, high up there. We have never had we seen such a character, likely never shall we see again in the realm of Pokemon, outside of, like, the closest we have gotten is, like, Arven. Arven is, like, the closest, right? Arven is, like, the closest. But, like, it's N and Arven. Like, that's where we're sitting right now. Those two characters, I'm just like, you little shits. You little shits. Making me care and shit. I'm just trying to catch Pokemon. I'm just trying to be the very best like no one ever was, and you're making me care about you. Like, yeah. Arven's story, though, yeah, like... They're both great. What about Lily? Don't care. Did not care about Lily. If you ask me about a character, I will tell you my opinion on them. If you guys are like Lily, I don't care about Lily. Like, not that I think she's a bad character, not that I think you're bad for liking her. I was like, yep, yep. Let's just wrap it up. Like, for the record, my least favorite game is Sun and Moon. That's why I typically just don't like anything from that game, right? Like, I just don't like Sun and Moon. But that's a preference. It's a preference. You know, you're not bad for liking it. I'm not telling you what to like. You know, I'm just saying that I was not a fan. I'm not personally a big Sun and Moon fan. I was done. And then Black 2, White 2 is the thing that pulled me back. Because everyone was talking about N. And I was like, what is N? And so I didn't even play Black and White. I played Black 2, White 2. I don't remember which one. I think it was White 2. I think it was Black 2, actually. But Hop, though. Hop? From Sword and... Okay, yeah. Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield were like a very dark time. Like... Those were dark times in the kingdom, but we're back. We're so back, bestie. We're so back, right? We're so back. I think, like, Scarlet and Violet, buggy as they were, are very fun. And the story is, like, the first time I cared about the plot in a Pokemon game. But typically, yeah, don't care about the plot. Anyway, enough about Pokemon. Moving on. N is just the true best thing that came out of Pokemon. It's true, though. Like, I'm not even, like, saying it, like, lightly. This little shit is the best thing to come out of Pokemon. I'm not joking. I agree with Sam. We're not kidding. Like, he is the best thing that came out of Pokemon. I'm not joking. He is legit my favorite thing to come out of Pokemon. He's the best. He's the best part. N is the best part. Anyway, moving on. We have Berlina saying, my wife. And it's just Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. This unbelievable little shit. Howl is top tier. Top tier. When he freaked out about his hair, God, what a mood. What a mood. Yeah, that's gonna be a base taste from your boy. Base taste for Howl. 10 out of 10. We gotta start zooming through these. Okay, we're gonna start zooming. You ready? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through. We're gonna rapid fire these, okay? We're gonna rapid fire these. And then at the end, if you want to know my opinion on it, ask me why and we'll scroll back and we'll go, okay? Okay, are we ready? Are we ready, BBs? You gotta count me down, okay? We're gonna zoom through this. We're gonna zoom through. Never understood why people love Hal so much, because he's baby girl. Locked and loaded. 3, 2. Here we go. 1. Okay, Yatora from Blue Period. Base taste. Anne Faulkner from their Precious AMAB from British half British, half Japanese fashion designer with their own IRL fashion brand called Swank from Paradox Live. The most gender that has ever gendered, and I wish I was them. They are cute. I like them. Base taste. Bowsette, absolutely base taste. 100% base taste. Raiden, I'll be honest, like decent taste, I guess. They're fine, I guess. Nope, hate it, nope, whack taste, nope. Base taste for Sesshomaru, base taste. Senku, not for me, decent taste, he's more of my son on that one. This is the beautiful wife, Spinel, from Pokemon Horizons anime He is Evil. We stand evil Pokemon characters, so based. Estein Wormblood from Final Fantasy 14. You guys know how I feel about Final Fantasy 14 characters. Yeah, decent. I like his armor a lot. My baby Casper from the game A Date with Death. Highly recommend you play, by the way. He is baby Goral. Ooh, okay, base taste. I'll toss in my hat for you, the god of strategy and war. I present Percival from Fate Grand Order. Oh god. A Lancer class servant who is loving, well-liked, and caring, is there for you when you need him most. I would give him a hug and all the things, but that wouldn't be enough. Damn, actually, he kind of, oh my god. Oh my god! Okay, yeah, based. First time I've seen a based Fate Grand Order character. Well done. The first one is Aqua from Oshinoko, and the second one is Kaito from Project Sky. I don't know anything about Project Sky, and unfortunately it's a GIF, so I don't know, can I? Oh, they're pretty, like, decent, but this is whack taste. Oshinoko betrayed me, and I'm still bitter about it. Whack taste. But this one, but this boy has potential. There's potential there, Flora. 3 spouses from the same game, FGO. Oh my god, you BBs in their fake Grand Order. First is Bargus, the second is Baub Sith, a Lord of the Sith, and Kirmheld. Yeah. Sure, decent taste. No particular order, I will sacrifice all worldly possessions for their happiness. Renulf from Fire Emblem, I don't know which one that is. P-O-R, oh, Path of Radiance. I haven't played Path of Radiance. Or Jae-hee. Okay, this boy, don't know him. Would like to know him. Decent, immaculate, beautiful, 10 out of 10. Brilliant taste, best taste. That's the best one. Of all the waifus you've mentioned, BBs, this is the best one. Well done. Based, so incredibly based. Like Eevee. Well done. The most based. The most based of all the waifus on the list. The most based. Unit. You from Persona 4. He doesn't have a set personality in the game. Generally speaking, from the things he could do in the game, Yu is great with kids, an excellent cook, and of course a charismatic leader. Perfect husbando. He's like handsome. I'll say decent because he's always been handsome. Like, I thought he's a handsome design. I like the hair. Like, handsome, decent. Several problems. Most of them are redheaded, emotionally constipated, and would treat me like garbage at first and then treasure me like the last diamond on Earth. In order, Castiel, my candy love. I was thinking of a different Castiel, I'm gonna be honest. Castiel from My Candy Love, March from Field of Mystria, and Thrancred Waters from, okay, this bitch is the only 14 character that I give like a very strong pass to, because yes. And this boy, I will make this motherfucker love me if it's the last thing I do. You have no idea. Like, if it's the last thing I do on this earth, I will make March love me, I swear to God. Right? Like, 100%. That's Talison's voice? This guy's Talison's voice. Thancred. And I like this a lot. I don't understand what's going on. I just like that it looks like he has a guitar. I'll say based. Based all around. Yeah, Renan based all around. Mine is definitely this guy, very handsome man. Do not flatter me. Do not butter me up. And here is my wife, Evelyn Chevalier from Zenless Zone Zero. Her design, her gameplay, her story, her relationships with the others. I just love her a lot. Okay, this one, very questionable taste. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. This one, wow. Based. This one based. This one, whack taste on that one. But this one based. I know they're a cookie, but hear me out. What? I don't understand what I'm looking at. Black sapphire cookie. It's a cookie? I don't understand. This is my husband from Sunday from Honkai Star Rail. I can't. Unfortunately, the gifts aren't really giving me much to work with. I can't really tell what I'm working with here. Like decent, possibly whack. I don't know. I can't really tell. Locked in. No, you didn't. You didn't give me anything to work with. Don't know. Whack taste for not giving me anything to work with. This goofball, you are lucky I know who this is. Like, you guys have to tell me this shit. You can't bank on me. I have no idea what this is. I have no clue what that is, right? So, whack taste, I guess. Like, you cannot bank on me knowing what these things are, right? Like, Percy is super based take. Love Percy. Everybody stands Percy in this house. If you haven't seen Critical Role, you won't understand, but you can watch Critical Role has like an animated series, The Legend of Vox Machina. You can watch that. Percy's great. Inuyasha from Inuyasha. Wisteria, you know what? I'm gonna say decent. He's not like, I'm more of a Sesshomaru. More of a Sesshomaru fan. But very decent. Very, very, very decent. Starting it off crazy, here's Almighty Conflagration, the Blazing Demon Enforcer. Dude rocks, laid back, I don't give a fuck vibes. From mostly Trails of Cold Steel. Okay, this is like a Trails character. They're hot. I'd say decent. Yeah, decent taste. Decent taste. Their name's too long, although I wouldn't know anything about that. You know. Based. 100% based. I'm not even gonna justify that. That's just based. We stan. Felix, we stan. Death the Kid from Soul Eater. That's more of my son. Star Platinum from Star Platinum? What? Okay. Questionable taste. Whack taste. Why the stand? That's weird. Purple Yam Cookie from Are you guys okay? Whack taste. An ad from Elsword. Decent. These are all questionable. Myri. Come on now. Matt, I know Rin Tosaka from Fate is pretty high on the tsundere meter, but hear my argument before judging. No, because you like Rick, Matt, so terrible taste. Whack taste. Whack taste for you. No, I'm joking. Thick thighs. I will say, listen, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say about Tosaka. Here's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say, damn! Them thighs go crazy. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say them thighs go crazy. Also, Tosaka. Rin's my girl. I don't know what to say. The only Fate thing that I give a damn about and I've ever cared about is Unlimited Blade Works, and she's great in that. So yeah, you know what? I respect it. Decent taste. I think the BBs are hungry. Should we bring cookies from to the next stream? Keep the apparently like the BBs need cookies. That's I'm learning the BBs like cookies. Maybe somebody will have to teach me about Cookie Run, apparently. I didn't even know they were anthropomorphized. Yeah, strong, decent to light-based. Sarai's Hood from Ever After High. You may not know this franchise, but as a lesbian, I am down bad for her. I love the clarification. She is very pretty. I would say base taste because I don't know, but I'm going off the vibe. Yes. Okay. So Kit says yes. The BBs are saying yes. So we're gonna say base taste. Is that Roy Kyoto? Roy, please help me. Help me, Roy. Help me, Roy Kyoto. You're my only hope. Help me, Roy. I am so tired inside. There's so many, Roy. There's so many. I've been sitting here ranking fictional spouses for like 2 hours. I'm going crazy. But we're hanging in there. We're surviving. Oh, you're going through it. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now. I present to you Crow from Show by Rock, Benton from Zone 00, Fennel from Nekopara. Okay, Fennel I actually know. And Luoka from Honkai Star Rail. We're just gonna quickly, decent. I believe in you. Thank you, Roy. Decent. Based. Decent. Decent, base, decent. Decent, base, decent. We're trying to rapid fire these and it's not going well. Let's see. I've had Gakpo. Wow, Gakpo? I did not expect to see. That's the second time we've seen Gak today. And the characters are far better than the guy. Wild. Gakpo Kamui from Vocaloid, as my husband over 12 years. It's been one of the healthiest relationships I've ever been in. He's always there for me. Wow, Gakpo was a hell of a surprise. I did not expect to see Gakpo. Wow. Petition to just have Gakpo, like the Vocaloid, play Genesis in the next Final Fantasy game. Like in the next Final Fantasy 7. We don't need Gact. Just Gakpo. We don't need Gact anymore. We have Gakpo. We don't need Gact. We'll just use Gakpo. Yes, please. We'll just use Gakpo. You already know it's gotta be Promanix. I'd start a small army with this woman. I love her that much. From what? I've seen this character before. I don't know who this is, but I've seen this character before. From Arknight? They're very cute. They're very, very cute. Decent taste. Very, very decent to strong based. Or to light based. Ogata? Okay, if you've never seen Golden Kamui, you don't understand this man's, like, aura. It's hard to explain. Certainly a choice. Yeah, it's a choice. Decent taste. Frankie? Base taste. Based. Oh, it's Melissa, too. I didn't even see who said it. I was just based out the gate. Specifically pre-time skip. Post-time skip Frankie is not easy on the eyes, but pre-time skip Frankie is the best. If he just stayed like that, he would have been great. Post-time skip Frankie looking a little rough. But yeah, pre-time skip, he's great. We stand Frankie's. Honestly, One Piece has a lot of husbandos, but yeah, we definitely stand Frankie. Okay. Okay, we already said all the lads' characters are based, okay? We've already appeased the lads' fandom, alright? We have appeased the lads' fandom, okay? They're all based. We love all the lads' boys, okay? If I had to play, I think my favorite would probably be Xavier. Just because, I don't know why, I just like the intergalactic prince energy. Moving on. Morgan Le Fay from Fate Grand Order. And Vera Oberlin from the niche indie darling Monster Prom. Okay, first of all, I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. I was like, I don't even know what the hell. Decent because I'm confused. But this one. Okay. Let me tell you something about Vera, okay? Listen. Maybe I'm a little biased. Right? Maybe the Gorgon thing makes me a little biased, okay? Maybe. But based. Honestly, everybody from Monster Prom is based. I will say, though, my favorite girl in Monster Prom is actually Polly. But Vera and Polly, like, if they were to beat me up, they're the only characters I would allow that to happen. Ex-wife of a certain red cyborg. I'm just... I'm just saying that, like, I would allow that to happen. Polly is such a wild child. I love her. I love Polly. I think Polly's great. She can make me worse, and I would let her. Yeah, exactly. Polly is my girl because I feel like we would go out on the town to have fun. Vera's my girl because I feel like she'd be like, you're going to be my footrest for today. And I'd be like, yeah, very funny. I'm literally a god. She'd be like, yeah, I didn't ask. Like, that's what Vera is. And I'm here for it, 100%. Again, it might be the Medusa connection, but I'm just saying, like, yes. My wife, Alchemist Cookie from Cookie Run. What is Cookie Run? What is going on? BBs, I'm so concerned for you. What is happening? This is too many. I'm learning shit about you guys. Too many cookies. What is going on? What is going on? What is this? Okay. Whack. Every time you guys present me with a cookie, it's whack. Cassius Pedalin from How to Protect the Female Leader's Older Brother. He is a fine man. He is a pup to the ones he loves, but he is a monster to those who hurt her. It is rare to see a it was rare to see a silver-haired male lead. I got hooked. I'm sorry. Okay, here's my problem. And I'm going to present you with this problem. Okay, now that we're getting towards the end here, we're able to talk a little bit more. I'm going to present you with a problem, okay? And the problem that I have, right? The problem that I have is silver-haired characters are always based. You cannot convince me that any silver-haired character is not a hottie hot. It is impossible. It is impossible. The aesthetic, the vibe, the way he's extending the hand, the fact that he's to everyone else, he's just a puppy of a man, but to everyone else, he is, you know, he will be. Then he'll become the monster. Like, you know, like if he's the monster, you know. I'm a little biased. I'm gonna just throw that out there, you know. I'm gonna just throw that out there. I'm gonna say based. I don't know anything about this series. Don't know anything about this man, but based. I don't know what I'm looking. Is this another fucking cookie? Is this another cookie? What is going on? Did the BBs like plan this? Did you guys plan this or something? Why are there so many cookies? Why are there so many fucking cookies? Fourth is, that's crazy. Like, that. Now I'm concerned for the BBs. I'm gonna have a conversation with the mods and be like, do we need to talk? Is, like, mods, do we need to have a conversation with the BBs? Why are they attracted to cookies? They're literally hot because they're on fire. But, like, what is going on? Who is the sexy coffee one? Please, someone remind... Sexy coffee? What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? We're talking about cookies and coffee. What? Like... Espresso? Why does Demon know about the cookie thing? Like... You guys have infiltrated my mod team with these cookie things? Are we gonna have to have like a lore deep dive on Am I gonna have to do a Professor Athena episode of fucking Cookie Run? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I'm so confused and scared. I played Cookie Run for like a year straight when it dropped. What the fuck are you talking about? Demon, what are you talking about? What do you mean? It's cookies! You're not attracted to the cookies, right? Like, what are we talking about? BBs! What is going on with the mortals? I leave the mortals for a couple thousand years and you guys lose your marbles. Like, explain to me. Explain. Like, what the fuck? Demon, no! What is going on? Melio, my beloved, revived my dead Twitter just for this. Behold Makoto Tachibana from Free, Iwatobi Swim Club. 18-year-old self never grew out of this phase, I fear. Honestly, Makoto is the absolute best. I respect this choice. We've already talked about Makoto. I love that it's the same image. 10 out of 10. Makoto, based as fuck. Sayu voices a cookie. We're done with Cookie Run. I no longer want to talk about Cookie Run. We are done with Cookie Run. We are done now. No more Cookie Run. Anyway. In the beginning of me standing old men and questioning my sexuality, it's Lilia Van Rouge for fucking. I knew this shit was coming. I was like, it's coming. It's coming. This little shit. I was like, where is Twisted Wonderland? I know it's here. Like, I know it's here. I knew Twisted Wonderland was showing up. Based because it's Twisted Wonderland. I don't necessarily know much about Lilia Van Rouge. Like, specifically, don't know much about this character. I'm more of a Malleus guy, because all I know about this series is Malleus. And a homie who loves this series. I know a homie who loves this series, and I know Malleus, and that's all I know. Lilia is Peepaw. It's giving, like, this, okay, a reminder of what we said earlier, by the way, of, like, this is a twink. This is a twink. I am not a twink. This is a twink. Video idea, Cookie Run husbando rating. And we're done. And we're done. We're done. And we're done. I'm just joking. But, okay. There you have it. Is there anybody you want to hear my further thoughts on? Because we have reached the end. It is finito. It is... We have reached the end. He's a dad slash veteran bat fae going to high school with his adoptive sons. That is kind of a fun idea for a character, to be fair. And Faulkner. I don't really have much else to say, to be honest. I feel like I said everything I could. Yeah, I already said it. I have nothing more to add on that one. Just, yeah, they look pretty. That's it. That's all I got. I need your opinion on Jinbei. I respect it. Not me personally. I respect it. It's the teeth. The teeth do a lot. The teeth do a lot of the heavy lifting. But, like, yeah, Jinbei's cool. I stand Jinbei. Demon form Sesshomaru. It's still based. Sesshomaru is still the based option. Like, every time. Every time. Tell us about the cookies. I am not talking to you about cookies. We are not talking about cookies. This descent into madness was not something I had anticipated. How do you feel about Thane from Mass Effect? Thane makes me real sad. Thane makes me real sad. I love Thane, but Thane makes me real sad. Based. Based for Thane. Isn't it a dog? Yeah, but so is fucking, like, Taylor Lautner in fucking Twilight. Okay, he also turns into a dog. These cookies will get you one day, athlete. They will certainly not. Fat Gum from MHA, that's based. Fat Gum is based. Yeah, but he's my dog. From Honkai Star Rail, all there has been. I don't know anything about Honkai Star Rail, unfortunately. I can explain why I like Sunday. Which one's Sunday? Hang on, let me scroll around. I'll try to find Sunday. He's probably in here somewhere. I feel like he was lower down. Yeah, this one's done. Okay. Go, Alice. He is the embodiment of the phrase, path to hell is paved with good intentions. He cares for his people and his sister a lot. Plus, he has brainwashing powers. Okay, that's kind of cool, to be fair. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Jesus and his harem? What the f... Yahweh Jesus and his harem? No, I have not heard about this. Fun fact, I have both of the Swank cardigans from Paralive fans I saw in here. Oh, okay, cool. I scrolled back and seen what you said about my boy Rentaro from 100 Girlfriends. Look, Mare, I'm not trying to say nothing, but I am judging. Yahweh Jesus and his harem. What the hell? Yahweh Jesus is crazy. You mean Alba from Dramatical... Stop! We're not going into Dramatical Murder right now. We do not have the time. I knew it was about Alba. We do not have the time for Dramatical Murder, okay? We do not have time for this. Like, he's literally the perfect boyfriend. I'm sure he is. Noise? No. We're done. No, we're not getting into Dramatical Murder. I refuse to entertain this. And we're out. And we're done. No more. You've wounded me. You've wounded me. It's no. The second I see Dramatical Murder is when I'm like, okay, and we're stopping. And it's time. And it's time to relax now. And we've officially gone too far. Oof, I'm sorry. I'm joking, Mallory. I'm joking, don't worry. I just figured we should move back to the screen since we should be wrapping up about here any minute now. I know you did him in the Husbando stream, but Lighter, my beloved, as well. Lighter, I feel like I remember that character. I'll be honest, I don't think any of us were ready for the cookies at all. The cookie thing is so baffling to me. The cookie thing is gonna stay with me. That is like craziness to me. The cookie thing, I am absolutely baffled by. The cookies were an accident. I need to hang on. I need to look up what is up with the friggin' cookies. Cookie Run Kingdom. Was that what this game is? Cookie Run Kingdom? There's a kingdom of cookies? Alright, let's see here. Let's read. Cookie Run is a 2021 endless runner role-playing video game developed and published by Dev Sisters. It is the sixth game in the Cookie Run series. Six games. Wow. Okay, this is a much deeper story than this is much deeper than I thought. It was announced November 20. Hang on, I have to look at the general Cookie Run. So there was okay. So list of games. There is Overbreak 2, Line and Cacao, Cookie Run Overbreak, Cookie Run Cookie Wars, Cookie Run Puzzle World, Cookie Run Kingdom, Cookie Run The Darkest Night, Cookie Run Witch's Castle, Cookie Run Tower of Adventure, Cookie Run India, and Cookie Run Oven Smash. Oh, Oven Break, not Overbreak. Overbreak is a much cooler name, for the record. Why is there two versions of Cookie Run Oven Break? Hang on. Cookie Run. Hang on. Let's see. Cookie Run Wiki. I'm assuming Kingdom is like the really popular one. Newest playable cookies. There is Wedding Cake Cookie, Black Forest Cookie, Pure Vanilla Cookie. Why is it the Pope? And Black Sapphire Cookie. I need, like, the lore. I need the lore. Can I see the lore? Cookies. Hang on. Gameplay. Kingdom. Cookie Castle. Cookie. Okay. Okay. Welcome to Cookie Run. Okay, let's see. I need the lore. There's NPCs? Okay, there are NPCs in this game. Eternal Sugar Cookie. Fire Spirit Cookie. Millennial Tree Cookie. I'm like, oh my god, there actually is a wiki area called... There actually is a lore section to the wiki. There is unironically a lore section. The five beasts, once promised saviors, the five became twisted apostles of evil and brought forth darkness and devastation. It's a game about cookies! The five beasts, known as the Beast Cookies or simply the Beast, are a group of primordial once heroes who paralleled the ancient heroes. These champions were once emissaries of the godly creators, but eventually fell from grace and turned evil. Beast cookies are the most difficult cookie rarity to obtain at present. Their soul stones do not appear in the gacha. It's a fucking gacha game. Until the major update that they are released, and their chances of being pulled are even lower. What the fuck? What the fuck? The ancient heroes, often referred to as the ancient cookies or the ancients. The ancients are a relatively new group. No, I'm joking. The five are a group of ageless cookies graced with the soul jam of the purest kind. Guardians of peace, they face off against the harbinger of chaos, the dark enchantress cookie at the beginning of the game during the final battle. Each is stated to have ruled over a kingdom of their own. They were defeated by the dark enchantress cookie and their soul jams were shattered. Setting up the jam. Ah! BB's. Why? Like, don't, like, you can't be serious. Like, this is awesome. This is like Sonic's. This is like Sonic levels of lore, like Sonic lore. This is what it, like, this is amazing. I need to see this on a stage. I agree. Cookies are a highly intelligent species of being that are nearly indistinguishable from humans, aside from their simplified small and food theme appearance. The diversity, motivations, and capabilities are very similar to those of human in a modern fantasy setting, seeking community and fulfillment despite their original purpose being much less complex. You don't say. But are the cookies hot? According to the tales passed down by the cookies, the first cookies were made by witches as simple desserts. Many gained sentience and purpose when life powder became mixed into their dough. Witches... Wild I.O. indeed, Ellie. Thank you for the super. So witches bake cookies and give them life and also eat them. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. These witches are, like, not cool. Witch, please. That was not cool of you. Also, thank you for the super, Ellie. Thank you. Intentionally create living cookies for a variety of purposes. Wizards engineer perfect cookies as feats of human ingenuity, and some cookies even create their own cookies as offspring. Oh my god. There's the biology of cookies, anatomy. And it goes into all their anatomy. The dough, eyes, mouth, hair, hands, injuries, and divergences. The life cycle of a cookie, diversity amongst the cookie, and the behaviors of cookies. What do cookies eat? There's literally a section on diet. While cookies can eat just about anything edible to humans, their food often presents itself as jellies of different types. When speaking of jellies, it is important to note that the word jelly in Korean is the language equivalent of the word gummy in English, clarifying that jellies are meant to be gummy like candy. These sugary jellies can often mimic non-confectionery human foods, as is the case with meat jellies. Jelly deluxe pizza, jelly lattes, and more. One notable dietary supplement for cookies are star jellies, which are especially nutritious and are used to level cookies in gameplay contexts. I don't think I want to make cookies for the BBs anymore. I am scared. I am also scared. I am legit concerned by what we have witnessed here today. I got nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I have nothing left to say. I am stunned. Time for you to play to understand. Oh my god. I don't know about that one. Look, I only recently got back into Cookie Run. I am so confused. I am so confused. BBs, you have so much explaining to do to me. Like, I have no words. I am so confused. Like, I'm like, don't get me wrong, like, good for y'all, like, it's interesting, but I am, like, very confused. Very, very confused. But I think that's where we're going to end things. I don't see anybody to redirect into, so I think we're just gonna end it here. Thank you for watching. Somehow, judging your fictional spouses devolved into learning about cookie biology. So that's a thing. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. And, I'm gonna go eat some cookies. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go eat some cookies. So, appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out, BBs. Lots of love to you. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And, of course, until next time. Bye-bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye-bye.